Alright, so movement phase, not a whole lot. I just shuffled the cultists a bit so I can go for either objective if I need to. The obliterators move from here back this way. Actually, I take that back. This movement, before I forget. Alright. You obviously now seen they moved up here. My Demon Prince had enfeebled these girls, so they're -1 strength and toughness again. Or this time. The Obliterator up on the hill jumped down so we can get at the sisters on the ground, and that is it for movement.
Alright, into Tony's shooting fates. And he's pretty much figuring out what he's basically aiming at. He's going to do a run here by his obliterators. I don't think they really had much of a line of sight because there's that one terrain piece. To the far side, he's pretty much nailed everything else that was close to those guys. The remaining plague bearers are going to fire their meltaguns. So actually one meltagun and the remnants of the combi weapon, so the bolt gun. So he's going to get both hits, both wound. He elects to do the invulnerable save first. Matt fails that. And then the armor save, he also is going to fail. So those guys actually get 2 kills. So pretty much you can see a lot of vehicle wreckage going on for Matt. So he's going to fire a plasma cannon on top of the Dominion squad that's left over there. No deviation, right on target. All 3 of them are blasted. You only need 2s to wound them. So it's AP2. That goes right through their armor. Sisters of Battle, of course, get their invulnerable faith save. There's like the sergeants in the middle, so that's taking a little bit of time to figure out rolling the wounds, the saves. So failure there, and failure there. So the obliterator has wiped the Dominion squad out. And pretty much is what's been going on with all that. So the plague bearers are going to fire at the immolator on the top of the hill. That's presented a very nice target. So they're in rapid fire range. Each of them missed one of those shots. The other 2 connect. One is a glance, one is a penetration. And Matt fails the glance first. I think he failed both of them. The penetration will result in the weapon destroyed. So still up, but no longer has any weapon. 2 hull points are down off of it. So only 1 remaining. That is it.
Alright, so turn 4, Sisters of Battle movement. I had a lot of damaged vehicles, so I was trying to utilize them as best I could. I attempted to tank shock the obliterator there. The obliterator was able to penetrate the front armor and kill it as it came up. I used the damaged immolator, and again in an attempt to tank shock through the unit. He was able to glance my front armor, which was the 3rd hull point there. I wasn't able to save that, so that destroyed the vehicle before it got to move through. This unit here did rally, so they stepped out of the trees back towards the objective, and this immolator charged forward 12 inches to start making a threat on turn 5.
Alright, Sisters turn 4. He's going to do the twin linked multi-melta on the obliterators. He will score the hit and wound. And Tony will make the invulnerable save off the table, the camera viewpoint there. The Sisters group that rallied are now going to light up the lone sergeant remaining from the plague bearers. Matt again is continuing to try to use the act of faith that giving them the roll of 3 roll of 1s. Scores a lot of hit with the a lot of his shots. Trying to remember what weapon was what color. A lot of diversity in squads. So, oh, I'm sorry. We only had 3 hits because they can only snap fire because they were rallying. They're not Space Marines. They shall know no fear. So they are forced to snap fire. So he ended up 3 wounds. One of them was the melted weapon. So Tony has a nice little remembering of the rules that he had defensive grenades. So he tried to use the stealth coverage there to protect him. 6+, failed that. Got his feel no pain, so he was pretty psyched because that was pretty much going to be the. He felt that was the issue, but he failed the armor save. Now he was like both armor saves actually, and then promptly failed one of the feel no pain. So that guy was doomed to die, and that squad is finally annihilated. So one good thing for the Sisters of Battle in this shooting phase.
Alright. Plague Marines just sort of shuffled around the objective a bit. The cultists are moving out of their cover towards the objective here. These obliterators move up to this objective because they're scoring as a heavy support in this mission. The last obliterator over here just moved up to get a side armor shot on the immolator. And Mr. Demon Prince just jumped in front of the girls. I forgot enfeeble. So, I have 1 plasma gun in range of the immolator. Misses. So I'm going to go for a Let's go multi-melta.
I think you multi-melted.
Yep. Yeah, I plasma cannon the last year. Or what did I
No, you multi-melted.
I did it. I was doing the. I forgot. I was doing the twin link melting. I guess 6 of those half dozen the other. I will go with the assault cannon just because I didn't clarify that. 2 hits. Strength 6. We have nothing. These guys, however, will go multi-meltas for 1 hit. Strength 8. Oh, you had it.
There.
You had it. She's blown up. Range won't matter. Yeah, I wanted that guy to crack it so I could plasma cannon.
Can't have everything.
No.
Yeah, because things are going so poorly for you right now.
I think my sisters have put up a pretty decent fight, actually, considering.
Well, you did wipe those play guys out pretty good.
Yeah, I did. Plague Marines. So pinning tests on those girls.
Just make it.
So you have rapid fire. You have rapid fire. You're out of range, so only have 2 rapid firing autoguns. Heavy stubber is snap firing. You are out of range. Needing 4s. And then needing 4s. 1. Oh. See?
They
They
just
killed
kill
5. They're amazing. Shut. Rhino, fix yourself. Oh. So close. You know what, though? I'm gonna do Zinch's Firestorm from my prince onto the sisters here. Goes off. Yep. I'll actually get to do it this time. Alright. So it's Assault 1 Blast. Some other extra crap if anything happens with it. Oh, the hell. Go over it. I am BS5.
Just
Double check that. BS5.
it's 3 inches.
Oops. 2 inches, right?
Yep.
Because you're all 7, so.
So we're gonna smack me. For sure.
Yeah. You get 2 of mine. And you.
Alright. So now to double check how the rest of this thing works. Strength D6 +1. Scary.
He knew it was gonna hit himself.
So strength 2. I enfeebled you, so your toughness 2.
So we'll still win on 3s.
So 2 armor saves, it's AP dash.
And so we'll start here on the Melta. Good. Same Melta. Good.
Alright. I didn't kill anyone, so none of the extra stuff goes off, but you get to try to wound me.
Come on, 6.
Oh. You can't wound me. Strength 2.
Strength 2?
Yeah, that's all I rolled for
Oh,
the
so you're
strength
going
on
to
the
need 4s on me, not 3s.
Right. Well, he got
Well,
4
I
and 5.
enfeebled you down to toughness 2.
Right. So if it was strength 2, it'd still need 4s.
Fourth. Yeah. Either. Alright. That is all my shooting, I believe. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. These guys are gonna run.
Quick little recap of close combat. The remaining sisters HQ there is still tarring up with the Chaos Bond, and the Demon Prince took out most of the unit that he discharged there.
Let's see here. So we can do
Oh no!
that there.
You have 2 cultists underneath there.
Yep. Oh, this is my turn. So I have 6 Acts of Faith. They're going to use 1. They get it on 3+. Fail.
Can't you keep using those?
Huh?
Oh, it's just one chance and that's it. Or can you keep burning those faith points to get it?
No, I believe they FAQ'd it that you can only attempt it once per phase. So the Obliterator's Flamer, 1, and then the Cultists, 2. So 2 bolt guns and the melta gun. They are
T5.
5, so
Everything.
Bolt guns.
3 bolt guns and the melta.
And the multi.
I'll start with the armor. on
And
this.
1 from the flamer.
So 4 armor.
Yep.
Alright. Taking a wound so far. And 5 up embalm, which he continues to make. I am now out of wound markers. I have too many multi-wound models.
No, maybe I'll kill something this round and you'll get them back.
Oh, that's it.
Alright, so end of round 5. The game was going to continue, but at this point, I really felt I could safely concede the game. I know it's looking like it could go either way at the moment, but I think I can say that you're going to win this one, Tony. So what we have here is definitely a Sisters of Battle loss. The Sisters of Battle non-Codex versus the new Chaos 6th Edition Codex for the Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines. The Nurgle was just a hard nut to crack at any point on the table. So it was. I just didn't have the gunpowder to do it. I had a couple opportunities, but and I had a couple of outstanding points in the game, but nothing that really put me in a position to really score and have any kind of chance at winning. I just couldn't stand up to the Chaos Space Marines. Toughness 5, toughness 6 across the board. And he had enough plasma and enough heavy weapons that my vehicles weren't really standing up to the punch. So the Sisters just are very difficult codex to play. I know they can win. I've won with them quite a bit. 5th edition I was pretty successful with the White Dwarf Codex. 6th edition, I'm having a lot of difficulty finding how they play different. They still got the same guns. They've still got the same acts of faith. But the game seems to be just enough different that the 5th edition tweaks that they got from the White Dwarf just don't really translate into the 6th edition game as well as they did. So we should see a codex in the next 6 or 7 years, and maybe by 8th edition we'll have some rules to play with.
So did you do anything different than Tony?
What's up?
Would you do anything different?
Would I? No. I mean, really, Matt sort of played to my style. He got really aggressive, which I love with an aggressive army. I mean, my army was a little more tame than usual, was relying on the Nurgle to sort of keep me in it. I did really good punching vehicles, which is unlike me, but with his aggressive nature, he just got right into all of the ranges I needed to start busting up vehicles, and then just let the Spawn and Demon Prince just run rampant everywhere.
And that's the problem with the sisters. Their primary range is 12 inches.
Yeah, which is tough on your toughness 3 bolter wielding chick. But,
On a high note for me, I did have a Canonist stand up throughout the entire battle on a round, was it round 2 they were on her. As Tony pointed out, we beat the statistics on that one. We made over 20 armor saves in a row with only 1 failure, so we only got 1 wound on a 3-wound model in 3 rounds of back and forth hand-to-hand combat. So my one MVP of the battle, still standing at the end of the fight, and may even have been standing at the end of round 6.
probably.
Did you enjoy the Demon Prince? Or you said that was a trial.
Yeah, it was a test. I mean, he did well. He started off by rolling a Feel No Pain. He got +1 toughness, making toughness 6. And then the only other thing I got on him was +1 initiative and put him at 9. I re-rolled the initiative, which you can't double up on, and then twice I rolled Unworthy Offering. So even with what he got, he held up well. Getting the toughness 6 is a big difference on him, where he's not Eternal Warrior and he had no force weapons, so it just made him a monster.
Yeah, even though my Canonist had the Eviscerator, which is effectively a chain fist,
Yeah.
she was still only strength 6, so she wasn't successfully wounding him even when she did hit. And we had a couple of rounds where she didn't get into the fight because she started far back in, so she didn't get in the swing in 1 round of combat. And then the other round of combat, she was enfeebled, so she actually went down in strength, so really was just swinging away and really not doing anything. So I know you really wanted to, give me the win on this one, but I think I have to give it up to you. I don't think it's a chance for you to pull it out of the fire here. So that is Sisters of Battle versus New Chaos Space Marines Codex, 1,500 points.
And if not, you can now see Tony talking very highly on his blog. We'll put something there for you.